Layouts are a good way to draw attention to your screens. You can show news, weather, overlay your store's logo, and much more using layouts. With apps constantly being added to the TV dashboard, making layouts is a powerful way to customize the TV the way you want it. In the Layouts tab, click Add Layout. Let's name our layout. And here's how we start building our layout. Click Insert and you can start adding and layering media. You can add images you've already uploaded to the platform from your device or from the stock images folder. Maybe you want to have your store's logo always overlaid on video content. Once you have inserted an image, you can lock the aspect ratio and resize it. You can also choose a fitting option, but this will only be affected if you haven't locked the aspect ratio. Fit means that the image won't be cropped or stretched. It will keep your image within the bounds of the box no matter the size. If you choose crop, it will try to keep the aspect ratio of the image, while cropping the edges to be within the boundaries of the box. Stretch allows you to stretch the image out. This will distort the image. So it's not typically used, but there are some instances where you may try it. Let's put the logo in the bottom right corner so it's out of the way of any content we want to display. Now we can choose any playlist we've made to play on the layout. If you want to resize the video, to keep it from looking distorted, keep the fitting option as fit or lock the aspect ratio before you start resizing. If you notice, we don't see the logo anymore. With the playlist object still selected, let's layer the video to be behind the logo by clicking the Send Backward button. Then click on the logo to bring up the options for it, and then use the slider to allow transparency on the logo to make it blend in with the video. That looks a bit more professional. With any object selected, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to fine-tune the placement of the object in your layout. With the playlist object selected on the layout, you can click Edit Playlist to make any changes to a playlist you've already created. I forgot to add a video, so I'm going to add one here. Now I don't have to back out of my layout in the middle of customization and worry about losing any changes. If you've noticed, I left a little room at the bottom of the layout. Let's add an RSS news feed here. Check the Adding Apps video in the description for a more detailed walkthrough for setting up customized apps or widgets. Now, we can resize this to fit the space I left at the bottom. And with it still selected, you can change the font color, background color, and the animation speed of the text. You can also change the font and font styles. For a more advanced approach, you could allow transparency of the news feed. Then upload an image to your media and insert it into the layout to give the news feed a background. Now let's add a weather widget to display on the layout. I want this to display above the logo in the bottom right corner, so I'm going to resize this a bit. You can adjust the color of the text and the color of the background while it's selected. Let's do the same thing we did with the logo and make the background of the weather app transparent so it doesn't block the video or the logo. I'll change the text to white so it stands out a bit better. And now I'll use my arrow keys to center it exactly where I want it. And there we go. With the app selected, if you click on Edit App, you can adjust the header of the widget, the temperature scale, and the location where it's pulling weather information from. Keep in mind, there's more options when you customize the app from the Apps section on the sidebar. Instead of showing current weather, let's show a 3-day forecast. And then I'll set it to show on the left side of the screen, but not blocking the video. Just like the other apps, you can edit the font, color theme, and this one allows you to change the days in the forecast. You can resize it to make the words show up how you want them to. Click this preview button at any time to get an idea of how it's going to look when it's on your screen. Don't forget to hit save. Our new layout shows up here. Now we need to make sure your player knows to play this new layout you created. Go to Monitors. Click on your device. Click on Default Content and select Layout. You should see your new layout selected. Hit Save, and as always, make sure you push to players. Now your screen has a personalized touch that gives your brand a more professional look. This concludes our tutorial on creating and assigning layouts to your DIBRTV. If you have any questions about this video or any other function of your DIBRTV, look for our other how-to videos or give us a call.